Hello and welcome to HISD Up Close. I'm HISD Board President Michael Lunceford. Coming up on today's show, we're wrapping up the school year by talking to some of our top members of Team HISD. Joining me to reflect are the district's recently named principals and teachers of the year. Plus, I'll take you on a tour of the new Carnegie Vanguard campus, which opens this fall. That's all today on HISD Up Close, and it begins right now. While the school year may be officially over, the work doesn't stop at HISD. The hot summer months are actually one of the busiest times, particularly for those who build and renovate our school buildings. Recently, I put on my hard hat and headed out for a tour of the new Carnegie Vanguard campus, which is scheduled to open this August. Let's take a look. Today I'm here with Meredith Smith. We're at the new Carnegie Vanguard High School. It's at the corner of West Gray and Taft. She's going to show us all the construction that's going on here. There's a lot of work, Meredith.
Yes, as you can see, this is still a construction site, but we're on schedule to be finished in August for students to come over and from their existing building and enjoy their new building.
I know that Carnegie has a unique student population, and I know you worked with the students, parents, and the teachers to facilitate what they do there, translate it to here.
We started out at the existing campus and did a vision session. And students and parents and teachers all got together on a Saturday all day and talked about what they liked about their existing school, what didn't serve them very well. And from all of those thoughts, the architects put together all the ideas of the vision and came up with a plan which so closely follows what they've asked for. And I'll show you how. What you see behind us is the Setagas building. It was an old retail space, originally the 1930s Orange Crush building, and it was already on the site. The decision from the committee was to keep it. It does have some historical interest in the neighborhood, being an example of the 30s retail in this area. What we did was you see the steel, we expanded, pushed back and up to provide a proscenium for the stage area. It's a 125-seat auditorium.
Okay.
Auditorium's not quite the word,
right.
A stage and theater.
Small theater. And plus you have this hill behind us, this is going to be an amphitheater?
It's an amphitheater, yes. And behind us is also the arts. This whole thing is going to be their theater arts wing. We've just come in the main entrance, and you would have arrived as a parent drop-off, being dropped off by your parents as students. This is the main drop-off entrance, and we're in the main lobby here. And so you've noticed that the red glazed block wall continues all the way into the building. Two-story space. Okay, Meredith, tell us about this space. It's open, it's a little different. Yes, this is a common locker area.
Okay.
What we learned from the original Carnegie Vanguard School is that they have all their lockers in one area in the multipurpose room, which is the only option they had. Here, instead of lining the halls with lockers, we grouped all the lockers together as kind of a memory of what they have over there, but it's an area for students to interact. And we also are going to have some special seating in here, but it's an opportunity to keep the noise of the lockers away from the classrooms, but also to have a place for kids to be.
Now tell us about the field out here, because I know this is the parking garage, the new structure. It's not a garage, it's a...
We call it a deck. We call it a parking deck because it is a surface parking with one layer above it. Okay. One deck, very similar to Reagan High School. You'll notice we have concrete floors. The building committee really wanted the entire building to have concrete floors. The only area we have carpet, not even the principal's office, only area is the library. I noticed walking in that the air conditioning unit here is substantially different than what you typically see in schools. That's correct. This is a different system. This is a VRV system, and it's relatively new to our area, and certainly tried and true. We're not doing any experimental work here, but the engineers have told us that this is very cost effective. It's also quieter for the students. Now we're in the library, and here's Trent Williams, our project manager. With Turner Construction, right?
Yes.
Great. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. Tell us a little bit about this whole process. It's fascinating to me.
So one of the things that we did, and Turner's a leader in this industry, is that we did building information modeling. So we took a 3D model that the architect prepared, and we put all of the work that we're going to build into that 3D model and coordinated everything so that when we get out in the field, it's already built in 3D and virtual reality.
Well, the one thing that strikes me in this room are the colored glass. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
So this is some colored glass that the architect chose to kind of accentuate some of the glass and bring some more light into this area and bring some more color in. And when we have a full sun coming in through the window, you get a pattern on the floor of this color, and it adds a real unique characteristic to the building.
So Trent, tell us about this.
So this is going to be the green roof for the school.
Okay.
Right here next to us is the environmental sciences classroom, and then under here is the outdoor classroom. There's going to be a trellis system standing here over the steel to keep some of the sun off, and these will all be pavers underneath us.
Okay.
And there'll be a path of pavers that leads right down here down the middle, and all of this will be a vegetated green roof.
Oh, great. This
So
is part of the LEED's.
It is. It reduces the heat impact on the building, and so that's part of the LEED requirements, and part of one of the credits that we'll get is a green roof that'll be up here with all vegetated areas. So it'll look really, really nice.
Great. Plus, you got a wonderful view of the city.
This is one of my favorite places to come and stand with the view of downtown right here. So what we have here is going to be an open air courtyard with landscaping and some berms for the students to be able to sit on and enjoy the nice Houston weather. Lots of trees and lots of landscaping in here and sidewalks for them to be able to come out during the day. And there's also going to be 2 rainwater harvesting tanks that'll collect rainwater that'll be used for irrigation for some vegetable gardens that we're going to install.
Well, Trent, looks like you've got everything under control. We're on schedule. Hopefully everything works right, and we start school August 27th.
That's right. We're ready.
I'll hope to see you then.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for your tour.
Thank you.
Joining me now to talk more about the new Carnegie campus is Principal Ramon Moss. Mr. Moss, thank you so much for coming today. I was fortunate to get to go and check the new Carnegie Vanguard High School, and it's a very interesting project. I know you've been intimately involved. How do you think it's progressing?
Oh, I think it's coming along very well. I think the architects have done a phenomenal job. Our building committee has also done just wonders working with the architects and ensuring that it meets our goals and dreams.
What are the students most excited about?
The fact that they'll have a state-of-the-art facility is a priority for them. The building will be LEED certified silver, so it's very important for our students to understand that it's a green environment, and we'll have receptacles for recycling and so on and so forth. And also, I guess parents would be excited that it's centrally located,
yes,
that it's equal access to all students.
Yeah, it's a great location. You've got a great view of downtown Houston.
Definitely.
I did walk to your new office, and you have a great view of downtown Houston also. That's going to be nice. The building itself was unique, I think, as you had 2 different wings, but then you also incorporated the old Setagas building. And that's going to be your fine arts department, or
yes,
your wing of fine arts?
Setagas will house our theater and visual arts components. And it's a part of the history of the area, and it's something that we wanted to maintain. And as opposed to tearing it down, we can make great use out of it.
Yeah, I think the architect, Meredith Smith, was saying it was Orange Crush Company made soda there back in the 20s or something.
That's my understanding.
It's an aged building. It's very unique. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful addition to y'all, because the other thing that was unique to your current campus was the, what's it again, the cafegimatorium? But there's locker room too, so.
Right, the students refer to it as the Kafa-Laka Gymnatorium.
Ah.
So it's a very multi-purpose area of the campus.
Because you took an old elementary school and renovated it into a high school.
Correct.
And you have a unique campus. I kind of like it into a liberal arts type environment. You have a very strong, passionate faculty there.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's very interesting. What do you think there was another thing in outside. You have an outside amphitheater as part of the Setagas. You have hills on the outside. I mean, the landscaping kind of goes with, because I know the old campus had a lot of interesting things in the courtyard, and you tried to encompass that at the new building?
Most definitely. I think the courtyard, our current campus, added to the culture and the climate of our community, and the students and faculty and staff could really mingle, and the seniors could know the freshmen, and they could all interact. And that's something we certainly want to take into the new building. So not only will we have one major courtyard, we'll actually have 3 separate different portions to it.
Oh, I know. It's very, very interesting, the architecture. And I've met the architects, and they're very into talking to your community. What was the #1 thing your teachers wanted in a new building for your school environment? Because you're unique. Everybody's a unique community. You have your uniqueness also. What were the teachers, number one, what they wanted in this new building?
Well, first and foremost, any opportunity that would address student learning was priority. One of the biggest things, which is kind of simple, but that we look forward to, is wireless internet access. So that teachers also will have interactive whiteboards, which is something that not all teachers have currently at our school, but they very much look forward to that. We've already undergone some training for that. Also, we're looking at having a 1-to-1 ratio with students and iPads, so we can bring the world to our students' fingertips.
So are you all, are you supplying the iPads? How's that going to work as part of the new, is it the blended learning aspect of what they talk about in education today?
It is a bit, and we've had a 3-year technology plan, and looking forward to the new campus, knowing that it will be wireless, is something that we started prepping our students for in advance. So we currently have iPads for teacher use and also some for classroom use. But next year, part of our budget will be spent on actually putting the iPads in the students' hands for getting closer to that 1-to-1 ratio.
Now, I know that your current campus, you used to be about 400 students, and I know you're expanding to 600. So that should be exciting to you also.
Most definitely. Yeah. Actually, this is the 10th year of Carnegie Vanguard High School, and we started our first year with about 178 students. So we've grown, expanded our enrollment well over time.
Substantially.
Correct.
Students, was there one thing that they really wanted from the old school, the whatever, either a building, a name, or something that could be brought over to the new?
Well, I think they're so excited that really they'll be moving into a state-of-the-art facility. First and foremost, the courtyard has great appeal, and that was their number one priority. But also, this graduating class this year, the class of 2012, actually are putting together a sculpture of our mascot so that they can leave a legacy gift for the school.
That's fantastic. Well, it's a wonderful opportunity, and you'll be moving in the 1st of August, I guess you will, and then the students will come in when school starts.
Most definitely.
This is fantastic, a great opportunity. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Coming up, HISD's Principals of the Year stop by to share their thoughts. We'll hear what they have to say about this past year and what's already on the agenda for the fall. That's next when HISD Up Close returns.